Hi there, I'm going to show you how to get a free WordPress hosting with AutoSSL from AWS. And to do that, we need to first register for an AWS account. If you don't have an AWS account, make sure to register from this link. And before you do that, I want to share with you the requirements, which is you need a working debit card or credit card with $1 value or more. I suggest you convert if you're not from the US. You go to google.com and convert your dollar $1 to your local currency, which is, in my case, I'm from the Philippines and my currency is Philippine peso. So this is the result, and copy the result and get a calculator. Get a calculator and paste it up and multiply that with additional 25%. This is to make sure that you have enough or more than enough value from your card in case you're just using a virtual card or just a debit card, a reloadable card. Then I want to show you this method to make sure that you don't get declined when you submit your application, because sometimes AWS may ban your IP, but in case that is the in case you get banned though from submitting a declined card, then probably just use another, or maybe you can just reboot your router. So that's just a heads up though, to make sure that you don't get declined and to have enough balance when you submit the registration. And also sometimes they also request a valid primary ID and a billing system of your card, and also a billing statement with your address. So just keep in mind that you need to have this handy. And if you don't have this requirements, probably just ask your family members, let's say your mom, your dad, or your sisters or brothers, to let them register for this AWS account so that you can at least host your site for free for full year, by the way, because I'm assuming that you're still getting started for making money online or your journey online. So this would really help you compared to other free hosting providers that you can find online. So I believe this is the best method to get a free hosting and really help you out to make money from your website, which I will teach you later on from this channel. So make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for more videos to come, because I will be sharing with you all the free tools and also advanced tools or methods, free methods and advanced method, which is paid but very cheap. But if you don't want to, or if you don't have a budget for any paid tools or paid methods, then you can just use the free tools or free methods that I will be showing you later on the channel. And this is not just this is not just for free, what do you call this, for basic. I mean, it's not because it's free, it's you will not get you will not get I mean, you will not make money from this method. This is premium methods that I've used myself to to get started from broke, from without earning online. So this is the method I recommend when I get back to zero, to use AWS free tier, and then just um scale up later on, which for either a free hosting, I mean, either a paid hosting, or you can follow a method that I have, which I will share later on in another video. This is a method to provide you with a lifetime premium hosting with no limits for WordPress. So back to the registration requirements. I believe I've already discussed everything that I know in regards to the requirements. And for the benefits, by the way, for this WordPress setup, I will be sharing with you a lightweight setup. So even if we only have one to either one or two virtual CPU and a 1 gig RAM, since we will be setting up lightweight WordPress website setup to make sure that this resources is enough to run your site and scale up later on. And also I will be sharing with you how you can set up a free AutoSSL for your domain. This is auto. This is, you don't have to manually do this when the SSL expires. And also this free hosting method that I will be sharing with you in this video is available for a full year. And I can assure you that with the methods on my channel to make money online with your website, you should be able to already earn enough to support your projects later on, or else in my next related videos for this free hosting method, you should be able to get a lifetime unlimited hosting for WordPress without limits. To if you to call this if you follow along with me for the method that I will recommend you to do. So this is just this method right now in this video is just for getting started. And after a few months, maybe 1 to 3 months, it's up to you to take advantage of the method that I will be sharing with in another video. After this, I will share with you how to scale or upgrade your WordPress hosting and host it for free without limits, meaning lifetime free hosting without limits with a premium cloud hosting. So it will be your choice to wait for 1 year, or else just follow along with the scale or with the upgrade. So that will be your choice, but this is a requirement to get started from this method. And once you're eligible for the scaling up or the upgrade, then it will be an option for you later on. So yeah, that's for the moving forward, by the way. So after this method, then you can scale or upgrade for that method that I will be sharing in another video. So more information about this free tier, the AWS free tier account, um, you can check out the free tier frequently asked questions, which is, I believe, here. You can just click on this and read on. And the pricing, this is the link. I'll put all the links in the description, by the way, and this description. So if you're ready and if you're interested with this, so please keep watching and let's get started with registering an account on AWS. So to sign up, so make sure you have your email here. So let's go ahead and use an email. So I will use YouTube tutorials here, and this is I believe, choose a name for your account. This is, you can change name. So this is like your username. So just verify your email and wait for a bit. So you will have this kind of email to verify. Just open it up and get your verification code. Let's go back to our registration page. Okay, so now you can add your root password. I'll just generate a root password from my password generator here and continue. So once you're done, if you have a business, you can use your business. I'll just use my personal for your own project. So that should be good for you. Make sure to add your a valid number here, because they will send you an OTP, I believe. And then add your address here. I think we're good to go. And after that, so we will not charge you. They do have a secure verification, which is why I mentioned earlier you will need a debit card or a credit card, and we may temporarily hold $1 or an equivalent amount in local currency as pending transaction for 3 to 5 days to verify your identity. So make sure that your credit card has, or debit card or card has a value or an amount which is equivalent to $1. So I'm assuming you've already completed the registration at this point, and if you haven't yet already, just go through it. It should be self-explanatory after the tutorial that I've shown you earlier. So once you've done that, you should be able to get a welcome email from AWS. I believe 3 emails. Just make sure to find the welcome email with a subject headline that is stating your AWS is ready, your AWS account is ready, I think something like that, then that would be that should be the confirmation that you can now use your AWS to launch any services that we are required to use to launch your free WordPress hosting. So to get started, I'm assuming you also have saved your credentials. So just log in with your username and then password. And once you're logged in, you will be redirected to something like this. So something like this. And it probably shows you 00. How AWS works is that we need to first create or launch an instance. An instance is something like a VPS. You can just probably think of it as a hosting, okay, as a hosting server. So we need to launch that, and then we will install a Lamp server, which means that let me show you here instead. So we will install Lamp. It says Lamp means sorry Lamp Stack. So a Lamp Stack is a bundle of 4 different software technologies that developers use to build websites and web applications. So there's actually a description here is an acronym for the operating system Linux. So the L is Linux, the web server Apache. So Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. So that is the LAMP, and the benefits of using LAMP is of course the cost, efficiency because it's lightweight, and the maintenance. Software experts from around the globe contribute to the development of LAMP. It's been in the industry for a while, so if you have any issues later on, you can just search for that. So to create your WordPress hosting for free, you need to first select your region here. So whatever location is nearest to your location, just select it here. So in my case, I will be using Hong Kong, and then once you've done that, just click on the launch instance, or you will be redirected to this page. So we will then just use name our web server with the domain name that you want to use. So in my case, I will use mawix.tk. So just in case you don't know what a domain name is, a domain name is something like amazon.com, facebook.com, or google.com. So if you want to get a domain name for free, I do have a tutorial for that. Just search on my channel free domain. So something like free domain name. this keyword, just search for that. You will then get to my free domain name tutorial, and which teaches you how to get a free domain name from Freenom. So for me, so once you've get your domain name, just go log into my domains here. Let me share with you. Suggest you post this video first and get your domain name. So I will be using this is my test domain, and make sure to have it handy. So I use that as my name as well for the website or for the web server, and I will also select here browse and then AWS Marketplace, and then search here CentOS 7. CentOS 7 is an operating system that we will use for this website. This is also what I use on all my website. It's been in the industry for a while as well, and it's easy. And there's also Ubuntu though, but I'm used to CentOS, so let's just use that. So press enter. So this should be it, and select, and then if in case your this button here, the continue button, don't show within your screen, just hit CTRL plus down arrow, I believe, down arrow, or I mean select your, wait a bit, select this once again, and then just use your mouse, CTRL, then scroll down, and then it will what do you call that, it will make the screen smaller, so it should show the button here. So once you've seen the button, just select that, continue, and you will be redirected to this page, which is the page earlier, but we've selected a different image. Then this is the image now. So for the instance type, make sure to select the one that with the free tier, so you can use free hosting. So we have 2 virtual CPU and 1 gig memory. And then now if you don't have a key pair yet, which is I assume you don't because you're still getting started, so just select here create new key pair, and then name your key pair. I will name my key pair with my domain name, but since it already exists within my account, then probably I'll just use this, and then just create a key pair. So I'll just cancel that one, or maybe just do it once again. So create key pair and save this key pair to somewhere safe. Okay, so I use this to save here under my keys folder. So it should be saved now to my computer, to my local computer. And then move forward to the configure storage and make this 30. So as you can see here, this is the free tier node. So all the settings that we've set up is eligible for the free tier, which is 30 gig storage, the T3 micro, because I don't have T2 micro. So it depends actually on your region that you select here. So in your case, you might get if there's a T2 micro, then you just select that, or whatever has a whatever what do you call this, instance type that has this label free tier eligible. So just select that one. So once you're done, just select launch instance. And it will take a few minutes. I will just pause the video. So once it's done, just click on the link that is showing as blue here, and then you will be redirected to something like this. It may not be showing as running at the moment, and just just click on here and then go back to the instance section. So once you're in the instance section, it will show all of the instances that you have launched here that is active. So hey guys, before I forget, I actually missed something. When we launched this instance earlier, I forgot to mention, I missed this section here, which was minimized. So make sure to, when you launch again an instance, or maybe you can just retry if you want to, make sure to select this also, all of this, and then proceed to the setting up the storage. I forgot really, I'm sorry. This was minimized when I check on the video right now. When I'm editing, I've missed this because it's minimized when we launch that. So this is how it should be. But in case you've already launched the instance, what you want to do is to select this, and then go to I believe maybe we need to maybe not select, actually don't have to select. We will select it later. We will create a new security group. So just select that one, and we will use this. We will name it with probably your domain, so that we can identify right away, and just use the same name for the description. And once that's done, add this with inbound rule, which is all here, and then all UDP here, anywhere. Actually guys, you can just later on customize this. Just try to research what is the best settings for it to secure your server. But for now, while we're working on installing all the necessary package for our website,
We want to do this so that it won't interrupt us for anything. So it won't interrupt us when it comes to security. So once all the site is set up, everything is set up, then you can just customize it based on your based on how you want it to secure. But personally for me, what I do is I only secure it within the site itself. Uh, like for example, installing um, server-side security firewall, or else if I don't use any hosting control panel, I would suggest you just use maybe WordFence and Cloudflare. That should be enough to secure your site if you know how to do so. And if you want to learn more about those things, I probably have a tutorial for that on the channel. And if I don't have, maybe I'll just create one for this. I do have a free course ongoing, but I believe I'm not yet there. So probably that's why you need to subscribe to get notified for the latest update in regards to my free course. Yeah. So by the way, this should be enough um to get your site working. So should be it, and then yeah, that's it. So let's go ahead and create the security group. So once the security group is done, um excuse me, let's go back to the instances and let's assign this. Let's change the security group of our instance earlier, and let's find the one that we've created, which is this one, and then add that one. And let's remove the current one and save.
So I have an existing one that I'm working on for a tutorial as well. So this is the one that we've launched earlier. And the moment it shows something like this check passed, it means that it's already active, so we can manage it right now. But first, we need to go to Elastic IPs, where we can request for a dedicated IP, because when we launch an instance, AWS will only give us a dynamic IP, in which if we stop the instance, it will create another IP, and we don't want that. We want a static IP. So we can request through this button here in this section, and just scroll at the bottom and create allocate. Press allocate. So once that's done, just name your Elastic IP the same um, domain. You can actually name it with anything, but I will just name it with the domain that I want to use for the website. So I will not, you can save it right now, but I will not save it for on my end because I already have created an Elastic IP earlier. So I'll just release that one. You don't have to do this because you need the Elastic IP. So this will be the Elastic IP that that I will be using and I already named it with the domain that I will also use to associate it. So once it's showing for you, select the Elastic IP and then go to Action and associate Elastic IP address. So just do that and then select the instance that we want to associate it, which is this one, mawix.tk. Just select that and just select associate. Also, I want you to select this as well and then select associate. So let's go ahead and do that. So now it should be already associated successfully, as you can see on my end. And by the way, guys, I forgot to mention, when you create an Elastic IP, make sure to associate it with an active EC2 instance. Um, we've associated just right now, right? So you need to associate that, because if you don't, AWS will charge you per hour or up with a pay-as-you-go service. I believe it's per hour. It will be charged because having a free tier account, or if you're eligible with free tier account, I'm not sure really how many Elastic IPs you can use, but I believe you're eligible to use one Elastic IP for free as long as it's associated with an active EC2 instance. So just keep that in mind, because you might get shocked later on when you've created a lot of Elastic IP without associating them, and it might cost you big time. So just keep that in mind. So once that's done, we can now copy this IP here and open our SSH client. So if you're not familiar with Bitwise SSH, just go to google.com and just search for Bitwise SSH client download. And here, select this one and make sure to download the Bitwise SSH client installer, not the SSH server. So just download that, install that in your computer, in your local computer, and once you've done with installing that, just search for SSH here, SSH Bitwise, open it up, and once it's open, you can then select new profile, and once you've selected a new profile, save add a file name with your domain. So I already have created a file name here for my domain, so I'll just select no, but you should be able to save it. So once it's saved, it will show an empty space here. Let me show you instead here. Let me show you instead here. I'll probably just remove this and recreate so that I can show you. So once you save it, save, and then as you can see, it should be empty. So once it's empty, go back to your AWS account and then copy the Elastic IP, add it in your host file, in your host section, and the port should be 22, and then the username will be CentOS, CentOS, And here for the initial method, public key, and just make this auto, and go to the client key manager, import, and remember the key pair. So navigate to the key pair where you have downloaded that one, and once you're there on the folder where you have downloaded your key pair, select here. So instead of bitwise key pairs file, select all files. So it will show here. So this is the one that I've downloaded earlier for the key pair. So I will open that up, and then in the comment section, I will just add my domain name as well, so that I know that this is the one. And then select global for the location here, and then just import. So once it's done, we can now close that and save the profile. So once it's saved, then we can now log in. So as you can see, we've successfully logged into the server. So let's go ahead and click on the terminal console so that we can open up, we can manage our CentOS server here. So as you can see, we are now logged in.